Today we're breaking down Tesla, Constellation brands, and what is going on with Bitcoin. So let's jump right into this. Welcome back, my passive income investors alike. Today, there's a lot of news going on, a lot of stuff that I missed that I want to talk about in this video for Friday, guys. Happy Friday. This video is probably not getting posted till late Friday, mind you, because I have a lot going on and I'm filming this in the morning and I'll probably be editing this when I get back home. But really quickly, guys, we'll start with Tesla. Tesla stock has been down immensely. It's one of my favorite growth stocks, even though I bought it at a really bad time and now it's tanked miserably and I'm waiting to get a bit more capital. I might dump an extra 1,000 or 2,000 into it, hopefully catch it on this dip. If you don't know what's going on with Tesla, guys, essentially I thought they were lacking on car sales, and there's a lot of misprints in articles, man. The way people like post articles, I think they do it in a way to antagonize or just confuse the reader and make them think something else is going on. I thought their car sales were down. Turns out it wasn't the car sales that were down, it was the delivery that was down. So they had don't quote me on this, I'll be throwing news articles up on the screen as I talk about this, because even I'm not 100% sure. I haven't had time to fully indulge in it. I just thought it was car sales were down. Oh crap, this is bad news. And then I looked into it and it turns out they just had issues delivering cars, which I would completely understand because they've been delayed on everybody's cars. I'm not too sure why that is, but I'm sure there's a lot going on, which again, I'm trying to throw as much information up on the screen here for you as I can to help you out, because I don't know what's going on that well either. Now, Constellation brands just came out with earnings a couple days ago, guys, and they beat those earnings. They slaughtered those earnings, not like in a crazy way, but considering they knocked off one of their huge wine brands. If you don't know Constellation brands, one of the largest beer companies on the planet. They also own about 30 or 40% of Canopy Growth Corp, the largest marijuana company on the planet, guys, which is a very fun one to watch. I bought this one on the dip. I've been ranting and raving about it to everybody. So if you bought the dip with me, you're doing pretty good because it's sitting around 190, 195 right now. I do believe I got in at that 160 area. I'll throw that up on the screen for you guys to check out as well. Constellation brands, I think, is going to do incredibly well, and it's been my worst performing pick for 2019. In 2019, I picked British American Tobacco, MO, Constellation brands, and BMO, I think, were my four main stocks I bought at the beginning of this year. And so far, Constellation brands is one of the major laggers, but now it's finally catching up, which is nice to see some returns on it. Going in the future, I think this company's going to do very, very well. They keep beating earnings just with their beer growth. Their beer brands are growing by like 7 or 10%. They got rid of the crappy wines. They sold them off, and now they're just focusing on the core brands that sell the best. And once Canopy Growth Corp starts really kicking up the dust, I think we're going to see this company explode in the next 5 to 10 years. Nowhere but up, I think, with Constellation brands. And that leads us to my final one that I just briefly want to talk about today, guys, which is the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin I've been beating into the ground, guys, and I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere anytime soon. And anybody that bought that dip, good for you, man. Good for you, because I've been just battering it on the forums immensely, and people get so raged at me when I troll the StockTwit forums because I really don't like Bitcoin. I still don't like Bitcoin. I just don't see it as a good growth driver, or it's just, to me, it's a speculative play. Like, it's a real speculative play because you're not buying any kind of hard asset or anything with any underlying value other than the technology itself, and you're buying a bunch of ones and zeros that lock onto your computer, and then you just have to have somebody decode it and transfer it. Then I just had someone kind of decrypt it with their computer to send it to the next guy. And to me, it's always just been past the hot potato, and it seems to be leveling out, and it's tanked over the 5,000, and it's tanked right back up, guys. So good for you. I know a few people that were buying it. I was highly against it. I still don't like it at all. Again, you don't have to hate me for liking it if you like Bitcoin, because you're clearly making money off of it, and I'm not. So good for you guys. Other than that, the stock market has been on fire. Anything you've owned from the beginning of this year is probably doing pretty well, including all the basic indexes, guys. Microsoft has been on fire as well. It's one of my favorite stocks right now because it's reaching all-time highs and it's holding up there. It's actually outperforming Apple, which I didn't see coming. I feel like I under-leveraged in Microsoft and I over-leveraged in Apple. I should have inverted those, but I'm happy with my positions nonetheless. Do you guys own any of these stocks? Let me know in the comments section below. Do you own Bitcoin? Are you worried about Tesla in the future? Or are you a marijuana lover like myself and you're going to buy into some Constellation brands? I like Constellation brands just because I get the divide. I'm not directly exposed to marijuana, and I have exposure through a larger cap company, so if something bad happens, I won't lose like half of my money overnight. At least I don't think it will happen. But stay cool, stay awesome, guys. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.